This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Front brake pads renewal. Apply the handbrake, chock the rear wheels, then slacken the front wheel nuts. Jack up the front of the vehicle and support it on axle stands. Remove the front wheels. Turn the steering to full lock. Slacken the cap on the brake fluid reservoir and place a cloth around the cap to soak up any fluid that may escape as the brake pistons are retracted. If there is a wear lip around the edge of the disc, use a pair of screwdrivers to move the pads away slightly and create clearance. Using a pair of pliers, remove the split pins from the inner end of each pad retaining pin, then carefully withdraw the pad retaining pins, recovering the anti-rattle springs as they are released. Withdraw the pads from the caliper, noting the location of any brake pad shims fitted. Remove dirt and dust from the caliper, but take care not to inhale it. Clean the caliper. Carefully remove any rust from the edge of the brake disc. Push the pistons fully back into the caliper body, ideally using a piston retraction tool, although a G-clamp or similar will suffice. Provided that the master cylinder reservoir has not been overfilled with hydraulic fluid, there should be no spillage. But keep a watch on the fluid level while retracting the piston. If the fluid level rises above the max level line at any time, the surplus should be siphoned off or ejected via a plastic tube connected to the bleed screw. Apply a thin smear of high-temperature brake grease or anti-seize compound to the sides of each new brake pad's metal backing and to those surfaces of the caliper body which bear on the pads. Do not allow the lubricant to foul the friction material. Fit the new pads in the caliper. Fit the anti-rattle springs between the pads, then insert the pad retaining pins. Make sure each pin passes through its anti-rattle spring and both pads. Secure each retaining pin in position with a new split pin. Hook the pad spring clips over the upper guide pin as shown. Then fit the lower guide pins and springs. Fit the new upper and lower guide split pins, then check that all components have been fitted correctly. Depress the brake pedal repeatedly until the pads are pressed into firm contact with the brake disc and normal non-assisted pedal pressure is restored. Turn the disc to ensure the new pads are not binding. Before refitting the wheels, clean the wheel hub flange, applying anti-seize grease to the hub. Refit the wheels. Jack up the car, remove the axle stands, then lower the vehicle to the ground and tighten the wheel nuts to the specified torque setting. Remove the cloth from around the brake fluid reservoir and tighten the cap. Check the brake fluid level, ensuring it is at the max level in the reservoir. Top up if required.